Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. Okay, today we are going to be taking our first run in the ASICS GLIDERIDE. Now, I know I'm a little late to the party. These shoes came out late last year, but the hype was so big that I felt like they were a pair of shoes that I had to try. So I went with the black and gold. It's actually the Tokyo edition. We can see here, Tokyo on the laces, Tokyo inside. Yeah, so that's what we're getting into today. Guys, my name's Matt. If this is your first time here, on this channel we talk about all things running. If that sounds like your cup of tea, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I upload new videos at least twice a week. If you like any of these videos, please give them a thumbs up. It really helps get those videos out there to other people that may get value from them. Okay, with that said, let's go for a run and I will give you my first impressions of the ASICS GLIDERIDE as soon as we get back. Oh guys, great run. Okay, so today's run. Okay, so I did some intervals. You know, I'm not usually a fan of intervals, but I've had this Peloton app and there are some audio run workouts. So as you can see, I'm wearing the Aftershokz Air Apex. And yeah, I had a coach talking me through these very basic 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. So it was 2-minute intervals, starting off at an R.P.E or a rate of perceived exertion of 6 and ending up at an 8. So the last one was a bit hard. That was a lot of fun and not too much. You know, there was only 5 of them, so I can't complain. Okay, today's run total 11.1 miles or 17.86 kilometers at an average pace of 8:08 a mile, which is 5:03 a kilometer. Now you're wondering, what about these ASICS GLIDERIDEs? This shoe is like a Cadillac. You know, it's plush, it's comfortable, you sit in and you just kind of sink in. I haven't even told you the weather. Okay, before we get into the shoes, I'm going to tell you all about the shoes when I'm back at the house. But today's run, it was 76 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 24.44 Celsius, 89% humidity, so a real soaker. Let me take a look. Yeah. Listen, look at this gold, black and gold. Black and gold. I am really liking the way these look. These feel pretty plush. I'm just gonna show you, we're gonna go over this in the house, but look at this heel collar. This thing is thick and comfortable. These shoes are made for long, easy runs. All right, but let me go get showered and I'm gonna tell you, give you the stats, give you my first impressions on these shoes. All right guys, we are back from the run, showered nice and clean. Let's get into this shoe. Now, first things first, I had read that sometimes this shoe can take a little bit to get broken in. And I've heard that with other shoes. In the past, I haven't had problems with any shoe breaking it in, but I'm thinking that this shoe may take a little bit of getting used to for me. When I first put it on and started running, it was almost like I had to put a little more effort into running than I'm used to. I've got to make a caveat because I've been really upping my workout game recently and I've been doing a lot more than I usually do. So I could be going into this run with a little accumulated fatigue, but I blame it on the shoes, not me, right? That's what we do. It couldn't be me. Some stats. We have 35 millimeters in the heel, we have 29 millimeters in the forefoot, making this a 6 millimeter drop. There is a nylon plate inside this shoe, which makes it super rigid. Like, I can barely bend that up. You've heard about plates inside shoes, and it does not do the same thing as these carbon fiber plate shoes. The nylon plate in this shoe is supposed to give it rigidity, and it's supposed to help you with your toe off. I want to bring up something that is very particular to this shoe, and that is the toe spring. The toe spring refers to how high the front of the shoe angles upwards. So let me go ahead and put it on a flat surface. We're going to put it on the box. Look at that. Can you see? That's quite a big, like ski slope, right? Let's compare it with the Nike Pegasus. Look at that. Toe spring, very minimal. Toe spring, huge. Big toe spring. This shoe weighs in at 10.3 ounces or 292 grams for men's size 9. But in my men's size 13, the weight increases to 12.7 ounces, and that's 363 grams. So really not a light shoe, and I guess in hindsight, maybe that had something to do with how my run felt just a little bit more difficult. But honestly, when these shoes were on, I didn't feel them. They weren't noticeably heavy. The heel counter of this shoe, really rigid. Much like the whole shoe is pretty rigid, but this is not a stability shoe. This is for neutral runners. The upper is really nothing to write home about. Not that it's bad, it's absolutely brilliant. It's a dual layer mesh upper, but it wasn't really noticeable. So I guess I can't ask for more than that. When I put my foot in, it felt nice, it felt tight, but not too tight. The toe box was nice and wide for my foot, and if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I've had some issues with other shoes in the past where I'm kind of feeling my little toe on the outside of the shoe. I didn't have that problem in this shoe. So nice and wide, or at least wide enough for my foot. For the midsole, ASICS uses their flight foam, and if you look in the back, let me just see if we can focus right on here. We do have the ASICS gel right in the middle. And if you're a heel striker, that is gonna come in handy for that cushioning. But while we're talking about heel striking, this shoe is specifically designed to help you land further forward than you would if you were a heel striker or even a midfoot striker. And it's all to do with the nylon plate that's inside and curved up. It kind of forces you to land right at your midfoot and then roll forward. With the whole landing further forward with your foot, just speaking to you guys now as I've been filming this, I've kind of put together what my problem was when I was running and why it seemed a little hard. So I was putting a little more effort in. So I went into this run today fatigued, and I think I was letting my form slip. So for me, that means striking more on my heel. And when you strike more on your heel in these shoes, the flight foam really absorbs the cushioning well. But then when you transition, the plate doesn't start until about halfway point. So then you're rolling forward onto the plate. Now, once you get to that point, the toe off is nice and smooth and you move forward. But I was losing a lot of power by heel striking and then rolling through the whole gait cycle and then off. I've been trying to pay more attention to my foot strike where I land in the middle, but I wasn't really paying attention today until I did those intervals. So you remember from my run earlier, I did 5 2-minute intervals, and I did notice that the shoes felt very comfortable when I picked up the pace just a little bit. Not to say that these are fast shoes or racing shoes, but because I was running faster, my form was getting more efficient. So I was automatically landing a little further forward, and that made the whole shoe feel better. Now let's just take a look at the outsole, because this is important. In a daily trainer, which these shoes are, the outsole is very important because we are looking for a resilient shoe, something that's gonna last a few miles. We have rubber the length of the sole with a big decoupled groove right down the middle, which takes away weight and lends a little stability. What am I gonna use these shoes for? Well, I'm glad you asked, Matt. These shoes are going to be a daily trainer. I will not wear these when I go out for speed work. I'll wear something a little lighter, something with a little more kick. But saying that, the majority of my miles are long and easy, all right? You all know that's my favorite kind of running. I like to go long, I like to go slow, I like to take it easy. These are gonna fit the bill perfectly. These are incredibly comfortable. I didn't have any fatigue after I was done, like no leg fatigue that you get from some shoes if you have something a little firmer, something with a thinner stack height. So I'm really looking forward to how I kind of grow into these shoes. These ASICS GLIDERIDEs, they retail for $150. If you want to pick up a pair, my referral code for Roadrunner Sports is in the show notes below. Go ahead and click that and check them out. It gives me a little kickback, but it doesn't raise the price for you. I feel like I'm leaving something out of the review of these shoes that I would normally say. I'm expecting at least 400 miles. I would think that I could go maybe 600. I think the shoes would stand up for that. I don't think I'm at a place where I will actually running these shoes for 600 miles. I think I will donate them before that. Looking at the quality, the craftsmanship, the outsole, the midsole, I think they will definitely stand up for the long haul, and I would expect 600 miles. My friends, thank you for your time. If you like this video, if you got anything from it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing so right now. I put out new videos at least twice a week. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind, be happy, and run well.